I was just thinking about all the things that I've studied in my life and the things that have influenced me, the people that have influenced me. And one of the things that I'm referring to in this blog here is Earl Nightingale, one of the people that have really influenced me over the years. A number of them have, but the recordings and writings of Earl Nightingale have really stood out above so many of them because his suggestions and advice are just so practical, down to earth, and thought-provoking. And I really encourage you to purchase some of his stuff or go online and Google his name. Tons of his stuff is online for free. It will radically inform you in your life and help you to make some changes, probably, that will be very beneficial to you. I heard his Strangest Secret many years ago, and I never forgot that recording, and even to this day, I still listen to it on a regular basis, either on YouTube or the copy of it that I actually own. And that recording actually inspired me to buy this one, Lead the Field, which is a series of cassette tapes. And I know that we don't listen by cassette anymore. I burned all of these off onto MP3, but they are amazingly thought-provoking, these recordings. And the one that really stands out a lot, even though all of them do, one of them in particular is the one, the very first one that he calls the magic word. And of course, the magic word is attitude, having the right attitude. Now, he doesn't talk in terms of a Norman Vincent Peale kind of a thing, having a positive outlook or a positive outlook. He just talks about having the right kind of attitude to face life. And the things that he really talks about is how much of a difference having the right attitude will make in your life. And he said a few things that we really want to be mindful of. He said one of the best ways to express a good outlook, a positive outlook, a good attitude, is by stop looking at all the stuff in your life and all the bad things that are happening to you or the bad things that have happened to you, and just look at the blessings that are all around you. The people in your life, the friends, your family, the opportunities that you have in this great nation, and the great fields of medical technology that we live in today, and how we just live in what he calls a golden age that men have been looking to for years. So he really talks about in this one particular recording things that really stand out, simple things that are biblical concepts, nothing new, but things that we tend not to think about. And one of the things that he says is that if you really want to start having a lot of good things happen to you in your life, if you want opportunities to open up for you, make new friendships, connect with new people, have opportunities to take your career to another level, one of the first things he says is just reach out to people. Instead of waiting for everything to come to you, having this attraction mindset that people should come to me. Well, why not, reach out to people and just go out to them and introduce yourself and talk to people and make them feel important, because what happens is you will learn that people are usually more interested in themselves. And if you reach out to people and talk to them about them and get to know them and find out what their interests are, they will remember that. And if there is something that they need you for or can use you for, or they start thinking about something down the road, someone who can get involved with them. I'm out in the country at my parents' house. You probably hear the birds singing and the cars driving by. So anyway, no big deal. But he says you should reach out to people because people will make note of that, especially when you start talking to them about them and showing interest in them. And what will happen is just by doing that, by more and more people, you will make a lot more friends. You'll make a lot more connections, and more opportunities will just sort of flood your way. So that's one of the first things he says. But then secondly, he says what you should do is every single day, you should wake up in this great nation that we live in with an attitude of gratefulness, having a grateful heart, just being grateful for the blessings that you have in your life, being grateful that you have the opportunities that only this nation affords. Just being grateful that there are certain people that are in your life. Being grateful that you actually woke up today and that you have an opportunity to take this day and do with it what you will. As the Bible says, this is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. I'm going to be thankful for the things that I'm allowed to do and see and be a part of today. And then lastly, he says, not only reach out to people and not only be grateful for the people in your life and the opportunities that you have, but lastly, be expectant. I mean, really expect today will be a good day. I mean, how many times do we actually wake up thinking, man, this is going to be a bad day? How many times did we think that today will be a repeat of another day, yesterday or a few days before? I wonder why it is that we have such a mentality that we're going to have a bad day today. And he says, Earl Nightingale says, expect a good day. Expect good things to happen. And they will. So he gives us this test, which is kind of cool, that he encourages us to take for the next 30 days. For the next 30 days, he said, if you really want to radically change your life, for the next 30 days, number one, reach out to people, introduce yourself to people, but more importantly, make sure that you make every person that you meet or that you encounter feel as though that they are the most important person on the earth. And the reason that he says to do that is because to that person, they are the most important person on the face of the earth. So you should reach out to them and make them feel as though they matter, because everyone has a sense and desire to feel significant and important. So it doesn't matter if it's a convenience store worker or a retail worker at a Walmart, or someone who is that you meet at the bank or at a restaurant, the waitress or waiter, wherever you are, whoever you meet, no matter where they are on the socioeconomic scale, you make them feel as though that you're honored to meet them, and you make them feel as though they're the most important person on the face of the earth. Number two, wake up every day thankful. Every day. For the next 30 days, try this. Just wake up and stop thinking about the stuff that's not so good, and think about the things that you are thankful for, the people that you're thankful for, the country that you live in. Whatever comes to mind that you know that you're thankful for, then just make sure that you do that. Just start every day, maybe even taking a legal pad and writing out a list of the things that you're thankful for. And then number three, for the next 30 days at least, be expectant. Expect today, every day, to be a good one, that good things will happen. You know, I don't always master these principles. I have to go back and reconsider them and think about them. And I'm doing this test, and I'm already seeing positive results as a result of it. I hope this has been encouraging to you. This is Tony Guthrie. All the best.